I don't go into bookstores anymore. And not because I've never been an avid reader. Not because the rows and rows of leather bindings overwhelm me. Not because the sting of fresh ink on clean-pressed pages makes my eyes a little red. Or because the gold-letter titles swirl up in my head. No, I just don't like that feeling. That less than appealing, mind starts reeling, knock me to the ceiling knot that ties itself up in my stomach and makes me want to go out the same way I came in. It's not butterflies I feel. It's the entire zoo, a stampede of typewriter clicks and pencil slips that makes me want to hide. Hide where no one can see straight through my threadbare aspirations, which are full of holes, where I can't feel their gaze aimed my direction through the lens of cultural accuracy, where I don't look like a small-town writer shopping for New York Times bestsellers. God, help me. I'm just a vulnerable little mouse whose voice is too small, too quiet, too insignificant to be heard above the roar of a crowd of lions. I've got no leg to stand on, Father. I've got no ground to land on. My position proves faulty. My stance is flawed. Society saws my worldview in two. On the edge of a precipice, I dangle, hoping against hope that the ground below me won't kill me in the fall, praying that the cascade to the earth will be small, wondering what difference it actually makes at all. Either way, I am doomed, so I don't go into bookstores anymore, the same way I don't read the newspaper or pay admission for natural history museums. The critics of a worldview shrouded in mystery, whose very occupation is to rewrite history, surround me. They surround me, and they watch, and they wait. And as they wait, I feel the earth below begin to quake, and all at once I know my coming fate. I am the victim of a vicious predator seeking to stab the tapestry of my faith and unravel it to a pile of threads. And this is the world you put me in. The 21st century of Hollywood preachers and atheist bleachers, of God Bless America where the reverse is neglected, and a society where not even a fetus is protected. Marriage is no longer a lasting vow between husband and wife, but an optional suggestion that may not last for life and is no longer limited, but can be easily redefined. The original blueprint for the family has been scribbled over and ripped apart in places to where we don't even remember what the original design was. Morality has no compass, but is instead being manipulated by the reckless will of man, a race driven by passion rather than intellect. Truth is no longer a gift to be treasured, but a scale to be measured, where how we feel always outweighs what we know. How can you possibly expect me to be light when you don't even know what that's like? I'm no longer sure who's wrong and who's right. You ask me to walk the opposite direction of the rest of humanity, to be sanctified in a truth they deem fanciful, in an age where truth only has what powers we allow it. The more they oppose me, the more I doubt, the more the questions rise. Where are you? You really think it's you they're rejecting? You really think it's your voice that sends them jamming their fingers in their ears and murmuring lies to themselves? Do your words invoke hate or dissensions create to the point that rumors are served on a silver plate? You really think it's you they're rejecting? Know this. Before the world ever rejected you, it nailed me to a cross and put me in a tomb. The very people I came to save treated me like the dirt from which they came. They whipped me, spit at me, turned my name into a curse word and my redemption song into an angry chant. I was a celebrity, but I wasn't popular. To them I broke the rules I came to fulfill, condemned the ones I stooped down to heal, became the criminal they wanted to kill. In the time I was on earth, I felt mud on my hands and blood on my back. The same way you feel like you're under attack is how I felt. I felt it. Everyone I loved deserted me, denied me, doubted me. My only position was one of utter shame and abandonment as my own blessed Father turned his eyes in the other direction and I hung there, naked, exposed, and alone. So don't believe for 1 second that I don't know how it is to feel like a total stranger. To feel like you're walking the wrong direction, to have an entire people group turn against you. But more importantly, remember this. I broke natural laws when I walked out of that tomb alive. I destroyed philosophies when I murdered death. I shattered belief systems when I brought eternity into the realm of finite time span. And I left science in the dust by accomplishing the supernatural. My child, it's not you they're rejecting. It's not your words they find so offensive, not your truth claims that need protecting. Don't get defensive. I didn't die to prove a point. I died to give man life. So it's not your worldview that sets this planet in motion. It's my bleeding sacrifice that despises every notion. It's not your voice the crowd needs to hear. In a pack full of lions, my roar is deeper, stronger, louder. In a world full of ear jammers and lie crammers, my stride is prouder. I am the way, the truth, and the life, so why on earth should you need to hide? My truth needs no defense besides the one I already gave, when I died on a tree to humanity save. Look for me in their bookstores. I assure you, I'm there. Look for me in their pretty presses and petty museums. Theirs aren't the words that breathed mankind into existence, or spoke commandments to a people whose sins became insistence, or spilled out as a final battle cry, "It is finished." You need not fear the truth, for the truth, it's me. And child, that same truth will make mankind free. Let my roar sound through you. Let go of the ledge created by doubt and fall into my open arms. I'll catch you, I promise. For where the lie creates void, my truth fills the cracks. Where compromise breeds darkness, my truth generates light. And where society is cold, my truth is warm. It's welcoming. It's where you find your peace. I will never enter a tomb again. So child, why should you?